Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into the world of GXO Logistics. Think they're just moving boxes. This report might just surprise you and reveal if they're delivering on promises or just shipping out excuses. This filing is basically a report card from May, telling us how GXO Logistics did in their annual meeting, where shareholders, the people who own the company, got to vote on important stuff. We're going to look at who got elected to the board, who they hired to check their accounting, and how people feel about how the top bosses get paid. Before we get started, if you like getting clear information from these types of company reports, make sure you hit subscribe. Also, come join the conversation and connect with other smart people on our Discord server. The link is in the description below. So the big day was May 13, 2025. This was the date of GXO Logistics' yearly get-together, their annual meeting where they discussed and voted on key issues. During this meeting, the shareholders or the owners of the company had three main things to vote on. First, they picked the 9 people who would be on the company's board of directors. Think of the board of directors like the school board. They oversee the company. Second, they voted to approve KPMG as the company's independent registered public accounting firm, which is a fancy way of saying they hired accountants to make sure the company's money numbers are correct. Third, they had an advisory vote on how much money the company's top executives, the named executive officers, should be paid. This vote isn't binding, meaning the company doesn't have to listen, but it shows what the shareholders think. Let's get into who got elected as directors. The first vote was about choosing the 9 people who would sit on the board of directors. These are the folks who guide the company's big decisions. Here's a quick rundown of the results. Here, Brad Jacobs got 8 of the company's big decisions, and here's a quick rundown of the results. Here, Brad Jacobs got 86,986 votes for and 11,355 and for him, with roughly 355,488 votes against. Marlene Colucci had 88,100 and 109,153 votes for him, with 12,355,488 votes against. Marlene Colucci had 88 votes that had 530 votes against. Jason Papastavro had 91,218,000, 32,588 votes against. Marlene Colucci won 70,81 against. Torsten Pilz had 986 votes for and 11,255,481 votes for and 7,909,448 votes against. Jason Papastavro. Next up, the shareholders voted on whether to hire KPMG LLP for the year. Basically, did the shareholders agree with the board of directors pick to audit the company books for the year? The results were pretty clear. 1,072 votes for, meaning yes, we want them, and only 127,273 votes for, meaning yes, we want them, and only 187 votes against, saying no, we don't want them. There were also 72,827 votes against, saying no, we don't want them. There were also 72,890, 128,025, and EDV 27,380, abstentions, where people didn't vote either way. Finally, the shareholders got to give their opinion through an advisory vote on the executive compensation. This is about whether the shareholders think the company's top bosses are being paid fairly. Remember, the company doesn't have to listen to this vote, but it's a good way to see how the owners feel for. Here's how that shook out: 88,394 abstentions. So what's the story here? Well, shareholders mostly agreed with the company's decisions. All 9 director nominees were elected, the accounting firm was approved, and most shareholders seemed okay with how the executives are being paid. But those against votes on executive pay are worth watching. That's a decent number of people saying the bosses might be getting a little too much. Wrapping things up here, GXO Logistics seems to be sailing smoothly based on this report. Shareholders are mostly on board with the direction the company is heading, but there's a bit of a rumble about executive pay that could become a bigger issue down the road if not handled carefully. What's your take on GXO Logistics based on this snapshot? Do you think they're on the right track? Let us know in the comments. If you found this breakdown useful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate report deep dives. And don't forget to check out our Discord server where you can chat with other investors and get even more insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.